Hello, this is a Click and Clip coming at you. I figure I'm going to tell you my story, how I became involved with Lego. Well, I'll tell you, about 4 years ago, I had a normal life, working every day, and I'm not saying y'all don't. I'm not saying y'all ain't normal. You guys are normal. But, yeah, I got in some health issues. My colon basically exploded, and my tummy is full of mesh, and I was on life support for a week and a half because I got septic. But yeah, the biggest thing is that I was in the hospital for 7 months. After that, I had to learn how to walk again and do stuff on my own again. And so yeah, I couldn't work. I can't work no more normal job that I'm used to. I was never built to be an office worker. I was a firefighter for 20 years. I made it up the ranks. I had retired when I made lieutenant. I moved out. That was when I lived in Missouri. Now I moved to Arkansas because my dad had cancer, and we moved down here. And I started a different career. I got in on the city works on the road department. And you know what? I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. It's something different, and but anyway, I became ill. I was having stomach pains every day. It didn't matter what I ate. And I would run a temperature, and I just felt crappy. I went to the ER, and they done CT, and that's when they found that my colon perforated a few times, and they call it diverticulitis. So if you get diagnosed with that, be careful. I mean, it don't take long for them to turn into a much worse problem. I can't eat corn, popcorn, or anything. I love popcorn, so I had to stop eating it there. But still, anything that's hard to digest, you couldn't eat. So, but I perforated 2 or 3 times, and at first it was going to be a small surgery. It was just going to be, the in and out, a 3-day microscopic surgery. They put little holes in there, and they go in there, and they just cut out the little part that's bad, that's been perforated, stitch it back up. Well, they did that, and I went to physical therapy right afterwards, and when I stood up, it just broke apart, and that's where it went downhill fast. I was rushed to surgery. I got septic. Then on top of that, I got pneumonia. So I had to be put on a ventilator, life support. So from there on out, it took 2 weeks for me to come off that, and I was a terrible patient. I guess I did things that I would never do in real life. I tried to pull my stuff out and try to make a break for it, but that's a different story, a different time. Anyway, we passed about, I say, a year into my recovery where I'm learning how to walk again. Because I tell you what, you don't use it, you do lose it. I don't know how many people out there has been in my situation, but I was on bed rest for, I say, 3 months because I couldn't strain, I couldn't get up because my whole tummy is full of mesh, and they said if I mess it up, I get herniated and I cause more bleeding and when they cut you open, of course. But So my mobility was real low. So I had to learn how to walk again. We finally get through that. About 9 months later, I finally get to come home. Now imagine this: you work every day of your life, always working. It was no sitting around the house all day doing nothing. It was working every day. Either when I was on the fire department, when I was off the fire department, I was always doing other stuff on my days off. You know, outside cutting wood or whatever, helping friends out. But that just come to a sudden stop. So I'd find myself in the easy chair watching TV all day. Got depressed because, you know, I watched everybody else live what I call a normal life, going out to work every day, doing what they love every day. It didn't matter what it was. It could have been work or whatever. And I would say I got jealous, and I got real depressed. I mean, I tried to do a lot of things to hurt myself because I just wanted it to end. My life wasn't there anymore, and I didn't care anymore. My get up attitude was like, why? Everything was taken away, you know, everything I was used to, loved. I used to love going for walks and stuff, and I can't even do that. And a little bit back history, when all this first happened, I got a pulmonary embolism in my lungs. So that set back the surgery. So I was hooked up to drainage all day. So this was like a 2-3 year process, even before the surgery, and before I was on life support. Before that, I had a pulmonary embolism, so I had to be on blood thinners. So they couldn't do the surgery for 6 months to make sure I wasn't going to get no more blood clots. So I had drain tubes coming in my belly every day at home. So every time where I went somewhere, I had to carry the stupid stuff. And yeah, my life has not been fun. I've been depressed. I was really in deep depression. And one day I was sitting back and I was watching a TV in my easy chair like it was a normal day of my life, wasting another day of my life. And I watched the show Lego Masters, and I just happened to look at my wife and I go, I used to do that when I was a kid, play with Legos. That was fun. Next day, my wife went to the store, groceries or whatever, and she brought back one of those cheap $10 Captain America mechs. He goes, here, put that together. She threw it at me, put that together. So I sat at the kitchen table, put it together. I go, wow. And I told my wife, I go, go get me another one. Well, 1 came to 2, 2 came to 3, 3 came to 6, 9 came to 20. I mean, it escalated. And it changed my life. Lego did change my life. I'm not depressed. I have quit taking my depression pills with the help of the doctor. I didn't do it on my own. The doctor weaned me off of them, and that's what I did. Because I found the love for Lego. It is therapy. I don't care what anybody says. It's therapy. And I started putting together. And I never even got on YouTube before, really. I never found them. I had Facebook just to keep up with my family, but I never had YouTube, Instagram. I had none of that. Never. I didn't even turn on YouTube. My daughter did, but I didn't. I didn't care for YouTube because I just thought it was weird. But needless to say, one day I was putting one of my Lego sets together, and I got on the YouTube. My dog comes in, you ought to get on YouTube there's a lot of people out there that puts Lego together on YouTube live, and they talk about it. And so I got on there, and I went, wow, there's more people like me. I'm 40 years old playing with a child's toy. And I go, I don't know if I want to let this out. People make fun of me. But when I got on YouTube and I saw a bunch of people doing it, and I was like, huh. It took me back. And I started watching a couple of them, and I got into it. I watched them religiously every day, looking at the content, their new videos. And when they went live, I was there, tuned in, asking questions, talking. And my biggest thing is the communication. If the creator takes the time to talk to the followers or the subscribers, that meant a lot to me. So I only follow people who would communicate with me. If I said hi and they couldn't even say hi back to me, I never did watch them again. But I go, well, that's cool. So I maybe 3 or 4 months went by. I stayed behind the scenes. I watched the videos on YouTube, putting together small sets. I only spent at first $5 or $10, $20 on sets, and I just put it together, and I displayed them on a little bitty shelf, and I still have the shelf sitting over there. You've probably seen the videos, and that's all I would do till that shelf got filled up. And I go, well, I'm not really want to make a room of this yet, because I wasn't sure if I was really wanting to do this. Well, my wife brought home my first biggest set, and that was the Death Star Final Duel. It's not the world's biggest set, but it was my first big set to put together. I think it was the first one that had more than 4 bags in it. So I put that together, and I just fell in love. My concentration was on building whatever I'm building. I was building that, and I was content. I did not. My depression went away, and it's therapy. And now I'd say 9 months into my Lego journey. I have lost weight. I'll be honest with you guys. I was weighing 500 pounds. When I got out of surgery, I was only weighing 250. Depression, all I did was eat and watch TV all day long. I got overweight, and that made it worse. And that even made my health problems worse. I got Lego, and now I build Lego, and I don't even think about eating. All I watch is YouTube now. I don't even watch cable. I don't even think we have it anymore. I watch YouTube. And I'll be honest with you, that's all I want. I could go on for an hour here. I don't want to waste all you guys' time. And there's other content y'all want to see more than me, but I wanted to share my story with you. Let you get to know me. And, I'm new at this game. I'm not looking to be big, but I like to meet new people. And this Lego community is one of the best. I like to meet everybody that I come across. And, it wasn't for the Cajun Yeti who pulled me out of my scaredness of being behind the camera and all that and putting my face on the internet. It wouldn't have been possible. Now, I'm doing YouTube. I'm making videos. And they're not high quality or the best, but the best that I can do. And that's all that matters. That's all. I just want to share my story, share my passion, share my sits with you guys. And if I ever make it big, I don't know. I'm not really into that. I would like to meet more people, don't get me wrong, but I'm not here to to be the most popular YouTuber on the face of the earth and the biggest Lego guy in the community, there's other people for that. I get enjoyment watching them, and I live vicariously through them. It gets me a little inspired to build mine. And when I get a cool set, I want to share it with everybody. So yeah, I'm in it to make friends and get to know everybody, get to know the community. And I would love just to meet people, you know. And I know the times are hard right now with the pandemic out there. You know, people are kind of scared to meet people, and I get that. But I've been on a few live streams now with Cajun Yeti. I was just on my first time on Hoosiers Saturday Night Club with Miss Haley, Tasman Bricks, Haley Bricks, and Hoosier. There's another one that I don't remember, so sorry. And I've been on Macro Bricks and on Cajun Yeti's channel, and so it's a good experience. It's been fun. It's been a fun ride, and I don't want it to stop. So anyway, yeah, I just want to tell you my story, how I got into Lego. And I'm sorry this is the longest video I've made since I've been doing it, so I don't know how this is going to work out, but I appreciate y'all. Remember, clicking ain't easy, but it's fun.